Hey everybody, W7TAO here, and I wanted to do a short video on this new Astron 35 amp power supply. It was time for a new power supply for my shack, and as I looked around to research this, I really couldn't find much on this Astron variable current, variable voltage power supply, and so I wanted to do a quick video in case it helps anybody else out getting a better idea of what it's all about before it's time to buy. So let's take a close look. I mean, it's great, much better than I expected. Quality, build quality, finish, fit. It's really sharp. And the knobs, nice smooth, nice resistance. So let's take a look at just how the meters compare to the actual voltage output. So it's January 2021, and as of this month, I paid $250 for this unit. It was $25 more than the fixed output 35 amp Astron power supply. And that was well worth it to me because I am experiencing a little bit of voltage drop as my system goes through its power pole, power distribution box, West Mountain radio, great unit, but there can be some resistance in those power pole connections. And my KX3 and amplifier just wasn't happy getting a little bit of low voltage out of that old 20 amp supply. So I wanted to be able to control the voltage going in and make sure things were nice and strong and make that amplifier happy. So it's pretty cool. This unit has a couple of power pole connectors on the front. Don't know if I'll use them, but it's always nice in case you need to just quickly power something up and can reach in there and connect it there. So it's got an analog meter, as you can see, for both current output and voltage output. And let's just take a look and just see how this reads. So we're at the minimum setting on the dial for voltage, and we're at 1.6 volts on the fluke meter, which matches what we see on the analog meter. And let's just, for our own edification here, I have a little bit of parallax from where I'm standing, so I can't see the meter perfectly, but it looks like we're on the analog meter. We're dialed at about 5 volts, and we have the same on the fluke meter, so I like that. Let's just go right up to a working voltage here, say of maybe 13 volts, and we see a match on the fluke meter as well as the analog meter. So I've thought about putting in, I saw another guy who did a digital readout right here. Aftermarket digital readout would be easy enough to do, but boy, I'm pretty happy with that analog meter. I might do that in the future, but this is reading really accurately. So really like the display, nice sharp meters, very quiet. That was one of the reasons I chose this versus a switching power supply. I expect it to be quieter, not having to listen to a fan, as well as quieter from an RF standpoint. So very happy with what I see. Let's flip this around. I'll show you the back side. That was one thing I couldn't find very good pictures of on the website or the internet. If we take a look at the output terminals on the back, I was pleasantly surprised to see that they already come with ring terminals ready to go. That's great because sometimes it's hard to find just the right ring terminal that fits the stud. These are 1/4 inch, 7/16 inch wrench will get the nuts off, and this measures 0.15 for the ring terminal. So it's going to hold an 8 gauge wire, which is perfect. That's what I had calculated I wanted to use. And very pleasantly surprised to see that all set up and ready to go. Again, something I couldn't find on the website to know how to prep for this.
So again, this is the Astron VS-35M-AP variable power supply, rated for 25 amps of continuous current and 35 amps of peak or intermittent. It does have fold back protection, so it will protect itself in the event of a short circuit or an overvoltage situation. It has adjustable current from 1.5 up to 35 amps, and it's rated to have a adjustable voltage from 2 to 15 volts. But as we saw in our test, that they actually could go as low as 1.6 volts. Hope this helps for anybody looking at this power supply and helps you make that final decision, take a closer look than what seems to be available currently online. So 73, everyone. Hope to talk to you down the log.